Good morning, everyone. From the 8th chapter, Part B, Macroeconomics, National Income Accounting. So, we are looking here one by one some basic concepts of national income. So, yesterday's video we discussed about the consumption goods, capital goods, intermediate goods, and final goods. And today we will discuss the few more concepts, some basic concepts of national income. In that, the first we will discuss about stock and flow. Stock and flow concepts differ in their units of measurement. Okay, a stock variable is measured at one specific time, and here it is a static concept, we can say. It is stock is a static means constant. Okay, it cannot keep changing itself. Okay, it is measured at one particular period of time. So such things we call it as it is measured, for example, into 1999. So how many buildings were there, how many buses were there, so it is measured at one specific time. Okay, such variable is called as a stock. And stock refers to a quantity existing at a particular point of time. So particular point of time is, for example, December 31st 2020, 2019. What it is representing a particular year, a specific period of time which may have accumulated in the past. So in 2019, how much desk we had in a college in 2019? So December 31st, how many desks we had in the college, that is accumulated in the past. So it is representing a particular specific period of time. So the total number of that desk on 31st December of 2019, it is called as a stock. Okay, and here we have a flow concept. So what is a flow? Flow is a variable is measured over an interval period of time. Okay, over interval period of time. Therefore, a flow would be measured per unit of a time. That means here it is a dynamic concept. The addition made to the stock, the addition what we make to the stock is called as a flow. So it will change its position. That means we call it as a dynamic concept, because the addition made to the stock flow is a dynamic. For example, if a new desk is purchased in 2020, so here I told you first in the stock in 31st December that is 2019, how many desks we had. Okay, for example, to say 100 desks, that 100 desk is a stock. And now in 2020, how many additions have been made to this existing stock, that is, for example, 20. So what is the addition added to the stocks? It is called as a flow. Suppose we are filling a bucket of water. That's why I have kept buckets. Till more we can make it simpler to understand. We are filling a water in a bucket with the water coming from a tap. The amount of a water which is flowing into the bucket from the tap per minute is a flow. See here, the water is flowing into a bucket. So how much it is flowing in a per minute, that is called as a flow. But the water which is in the bucket at a particular point of time is called as a stock. So this one already we had. Now this is the addition which is made. Concepts such as, so still more we will see what already we had, it is a stock, and what is the addition we are making, that is a flow. Okay, and still more detail we will see here that is stock and flow from the economic point of view. So already I told you it is a quantity of economic variable which is measured at a particular point of time. I told you 2019, that is a particular point of time. So whatever the quantity, the economic variable we are measuring, that is a stock. And flow, it is a quantity of economic variable measured over a period of time. That means in 2020, what is the addition we added to the stock, that is called as a flow. For example, wealth. Okay, what we have, for example, our forefathers, our grandparents, what is the wealth, property they kept? Okay, that is some years ago, some years before, that is wealth, it is a stock. Foreign exchange reserve, reserve means already we have, the government have how much, the foreign exchange reserve. Food grain stocks. Okay, so these are all the example for stock. These are all the stock what we already have over a period at a particular point of time. Flow, the example is, for example, net investment and the salary what we get, national income, okay, capital formation, imports and exports. These are all the example for the flow. Okay, every year it will be keep on changing. Okay, for example, here some capital formation I have given. Before the transportations, the buildings, banks. Okay, so how much we had this year, it will be increase its number. Salary, last year we will be getting one salary, this year we will be getting another increment. Okay, it will be adding up along with the salary. Import and export, last year the import and export will be in one numbers, and this year it will be changing. Sometimes the import and export will be balanced or deficit, or it will be surplus, balance of payment. Okay, so every year it will be go on changing. It is measured over a period of time. Such concept is called as a flow. So that is the difference between stock and the flow. Okay, so next we will see the another concept called depreciation cost. So what is depreciation cost? In yesterday's video I mentioned about a few basic concepts called consumption goods, capital goods, final goods and intermediate goods, like that, many types of public goods like that. So that part of the final goods which consists of the capital goods. So here we talk about the capital goods. So what are the capital goods? The goods which is includes, like capital goods means which will be including the buildings, machineries, tools, spare parts, roads, railways. These are all the capital goods. That is why here these are all the capital. Okay, capital goods. So the capital goods, but all the capital goods produced in a year cannot be considered as an addition to the existing stock of a capital good. This is because here it goes for replacement. So here what we use the depreciation means, here these are all the depreciation means capital goods. Okay, now here is we have a car. Okay, the car is one commodity, computer is another commodity. So these are all the carriers. Okay, luggage carriers and ship, the goods carried. Okay, so when we buy this goods, whether it will remain, for example, ship, for how many years we can use, whether we can use it for only 1 year or for longer period of time, for very longer period of time. Even the car or a carriers, okay, computers, we can use it for a longer period of time. That is capital goods. Okay, so these capital goods, whether it will be remaining same forever, no, it will have some, that good has to be replaced of existing worn out capital goods. Such capital goods are not an addition to the existing capital stock. Here the value, what will happen means, sometimes the shipwreck happens. That means when the ship hits ice, when it breaks, what will happen? Whether they will throw the entire ship? No. When the car, some accident happens, whether they will throw the, if it is fully damaged, we cannot do anything. When the computers, some virus attack or some damages happen, we will repair it. Okay, we'll repair it. For that, when we keep on wearing, I'll tell you one simple example. We wear clothes. When we wear regularly use a particular cloth, when we wear it, okay, automatically for some, after some years ago, it will start tearing. Wearing means wearing a cloth, okay. Tearing means it gets cut, that is tear. So when that wear and tear happens, for that we spend some money, right? Okay, if car mistake in a brake, okay, something in the collapse in some engine mission, something, okay, we'll repair it. For that repair we'll spend some money, right? Okay, we want to keep it for some other time. So such costs are called as a depreciation cost. So if suppose that the commodity, that capital goods become worn out, that means used several times, at that time what we have to do? We have to replace it. Replace or repair. We do two things. If the things are used several times, it is not fit for the use, we replace that commodity. If the capital goods are good enough to use it for still more years, we repair it. For this repair and replace, what is the money spent by the firm? That cost we use it as a depreciation cost. That is called as a depreciation cost. Now I will tell you the meaning. It is a deduction made from the value of a gross investment in order to accommodate regular tear and wear of capital goods. This capital goods, these assets, when it is unfit for use, we replace it. If it is good enough to use it again, we repair it. At that time, what is the expenses made by the firm for the capital goods, that is wear and tear of capital goods, it is called as a depreciation cost. Depreciation, we can use it in another way. It is an annual allowance for wear and tear of a capital goods, is called as a depreciation cost, right? Now we'll see the last one, that is gross investment and net investment. Actually this comes from the same concept, depreciation cost. In the depreciation cost, we use the term here gross investment. That means we have a net investment also. We'll see what is that gross investment and the net investment. See, gross investment means, for example, I am doing a business. Gross means total. The total investment spent by the firm for purchase of a new capital. That means capital goods means machineries, buildings, tools, equipment, spare parts. These are all the capital goods. So when the investor invests the total money for the new capital, such investment is called as a gross investment. Okay, and what is the net investment means? Already I told you, depreciation cost. So from this gross investment, if you minus the depreciation cost, we will be getting the net investment. Okay, so once again I will repeat it here. Net investment means it is the depreciation value deducted. Deducted means minus. From where? From the gross investment to get the net investment. Okay, so I will make it clear. Net investment equals gross investment minus depreciation cost. Okay, so depreciation cost means it is a regular wear and tear of capital goods. For that, for the repair and for the replace of the capital goods, what is the money spent by the firm? That is called as a depreciation cost. Gross investment means the total money spent by the firm for the new capital. From the gross investment, if you minus the depreciation cost, you will be getting the net investment. Okay, so this is about the few more basic concepts of national income accounting. So in yesterday's video and today's video, whatever we have gone through some new concepts called consumption goods, capital goods, intermediate goods, final goods, stock and flow, gross investment and net investment, depreciation cost. These are all the basic concepts to understand the national income accounting. From tomorrow onwards, we'll be discussing about the new concept, that is new topic. For that new topic, these basic concept will help us to understand what is final good, what is capital goods, what is gross investment, net investment, depreciation cost. Thank you for watching.